Namaskaram. In previous session, we have derived three separable solutions of heat equation. Also, we have seen that first one is the solution of steady state problem and second one is not consistent with any heat problem. In this session, we will derive Fourier series solution of heat problem with some special boundary conditions. Okay, let's start. This is the solution of previous homework. This is one of the special case. Both ends are kept at 0 degree Celsius. We consider a metallic rod of length L with the uniform cross section, and here both ends are kept at 0 degree Celsius. And what is f of x? F of x is the initial temperature distribution, and we have to find uxt. Okay, and this is the mathematical version of this problem, because we know that our temperature function uxt satisfies heat equation, so u should satisfy this equation. And also it is given that u0t, that is temperature at x equal to 0, that is this end, that is always 0. And similarly temperature at this end, the length of the string is L, so that is ult equal to 0. And next one, initial temperature. When t equal to 0, our temperature is f of x. This is the initial condition. These are the boundary conditions. Already we know that first one is the solution of steady state problem and second one is inconsistent with any heat problem. So let's try this problem with the third solution, that is uxt equal to a cos px plus b sin px into e raised to minus alpha square p square t. The derivation of this solution is almost similar to Fourier series solution of wave equation. First we are going to apply the boundary condition on the solution uxt. So first we apply the condition u0 t equal to 0. That means when x equal to 0, temperature becomes 0. Substitute x equal to 0. So left side becomes 0 and right side is, here cos 0 is 1 and sin 0 is 0. So a into e raised to minus alpha square p square t for all t. And we know that this is true for every t only when a equal to 0. Okay, so you simply substitute a equal to 0 in this solution. So what happened? So our uxt become b sin px into e raised to minus alpha square p square t. We denote this equation by 1. Next we apply the second boundary condition, that is substitute x equal to L. When x equal to L, left side become 0 and right hand side become b into sin pl e raised to minus alpha square p square t. This is true for every t. And we know that this implies sin pl equal to 0. If b equal to 0, then solution becomes 0. Similarly, if this term is throughout 0, means solution becomes 0. So only possibility is sin pl equal to 0. Sin pl equal to 0 implies what? PL equal to n pi. So P equal to n pi by L, and this is true for every integer. We just substituting P equal to n pi by L in equation number 1. Then solution become uxt equal to b into sin n pi x by L e raised to minus alpha square n square pi square by L square into t. This is our equation number 2, and this is true for every integer n. Okay. If n equal to 0, this term becomes sin 0, right? When n equal to 0, this term becomes sin 0. Sin 0 is 0. That means our solution is 0. We are interested only on non-zero solution. We just remove the case n equal to 0. Also, this is a solution for every n. So we denote the solution by un of xt. Also, we know that our heat equation is linear homogeneous. Okay, so if u1 and u2 are solutions of linear homogeneous, then there are some also solution. Okay, so here all the uns are solutions of heat equation which is linear and homogeneous, so their summation is also a solution. uxt equal to sigma n belongs to z minus 0 bn sin n pi x by L e raised to minus alpha square n square pi square t by L square. Okay, now the solution is like this. Suppose n equal to, then what is the term corresponding to n equal to 2? That is b2 Similarly, for n equal to minus 2, what happened? The term is, corresponding term is b minus 2. Here is n square, so minus 2 square is again same 4. And we know then sine minus theta is minus sine theta. So this become, so this term is corresponding to n equal to 2 and this term is corresponding to n equal to minus 2. It is clear that the terms are similar except the coefficient. So you can compare the terms corresponding to n equal to 2 and n equal to minus 2. So what is the resultant? The resultant is, okay, here b2 and b minus 2 are arbitrary. So their difference is also another arbitrary number. So we can replace this arbitrary by some capital B2. Okay, similarly you can compare the terms corresponding to 1 and minus 1 and 3 and minus 3 like that. Okay, so our this infinite series become uxt equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity bn sin n pi x by l e raised to minus alpha square n square pi square t by l square. So next we have to find the unknown numbers bn's, okay, using our initial condition. Okay, next we are going to apply our initial condition, that is initial temperature, to our present solution. Okay, when t equal to 0, our temperature is f of x. So you simply substitute t equal to 0 on the solution. So left side become f of x and right side become, when t equal to 0, this is e raised to 0. We know that e raised to 0 is always 1. Whatever be the n, this is always 1. So f of x is equal to sigma n equal to 1 to infinity bn sin n pi x by l. We know that what is this series? This is exactly our Fourier sine series of f of x. So how to find bn's? So bn's are the Fourier coefficients, that is equal to 2 by l integral 0 to l f of x sin n pi x by l dx. So these two solutions are consistent with our heat problem, and first one is our steady state problem. This is actually our third solution. The separable solution corresponding to k is negative. That solution is called a transient state solution. So as a conclusion, this is our heat problem and this is the corresponding Fourier series solution. Okay. Consider a problem. The ends of a homogeneous metallic rod of length 50 centimeter. So here L equal to 50 is kept at 0 degree Celsius. Initial temperature distribution along the rod is given by f of x is equal to 3x into 50 minus x by 50 square. Find the temperature distribution along the rod. Here the given conditions are u0 t equal to 0, u50 t equal to 0 because L equal to 50, and initial temperature distribution, that is ux0, that is 3x into 50 minus x by 50 square. We know that this is our Fourier series solution of heat problem where Bn is equal to 2 by L 0 to L f of x into sin n pi x by L dx. Okay, we just replacing L by 50 and f of x by initial temperature, then we get like this. Okay, so next we have to find Bn by integrating this quantity. So here 3 by 50 square is common, you can take outside. So this becomes 6 by 50 raised to 3. So Bn is equal to 6 by 50 raised to 3 integral 0 to 50 50x minus x square into sin n pi x by 50 dx. Then we use integration by parts, the general rule of integration. That is nothing, integral uv dx is equal to u into v1 minus u1 into v2 plus u2 v3 minus plus etc. Here lower suffixes for integration, upper suffixes for derivative. Okay, by applying this rule, this integration become like this. First function, this is our u, this is our v1. V1 means integration of this v. Okay, that is like this, minus cos n pi x by 50 by n pi by 50, and minus u dash. U dash means derivative of u, that is 50 minus 2x into v2. This is our v2. What is v2? V2 means integral of v1. V1 is entire thing. Okay, this entire thing is v1. So that is minus sin n pi x by 50 divided by n square pi square by 50 square. Then plus u2. U2 means derivative of u1. So here u1 is 50 minus 2x. So its derivative is minus 2 times integral of v2, that is v3. So v3 is cos n pi x by 50 by n q pi q by 50 q. Okay, the limits are 0 to 50. When x equal to 50, this term is 0. 50 square minus 50 square is 0. And this term is x equal to 50, this is sin n pi, right? Sin n pi is 0, and this term become cos n pi. So this expression becomes 6 by 50 cube into 0 plus 0. This become minus 2 times. You take the reciprocal of this one. So 50 cube by n cube pi cube into, this is cos n pi when x equal to 50. So cos n pi is minus 1 raised to n. Minus, next we substitute the lower limit. When x equal to 0, this term is 0. When x equal to 0, sin 0 is 0. When x equal to 0, this is 1 throughout 1. So minus 2 times its reciprocal, that is 50 cube by n cube pi cube into 1. Here 50 cube is common in numerator, you can take outside and cancel. Then 2 by n cube pi cube is also common. Okay, so upon simplification, this become 12 by n cube pi cube into, this term is 1. So 1 minus, this is minus of minus 1 raised to n. So this is our Bn. So by substituting Bn in our uxt, so this is the final temperature distribution. Next problem. An insulated rod of length L here has its ends A and B maintained at 0 degree and 100 degree respectively until steady state temperature is attained. If end B is suddenly cooled to 0 degree and kept at that temperature, find the resulting temperature distribution uxt along the rod. Here 0 degree, 100 degree. Okay, this is our T1, this is our T2. Then what is the steady state when one side is T1 and other side is T2? This is the steady state temperature. Usx is equal to T2 minus T1 by L into x plus T1. So here T2 is 100 and T1 is 0. So this become 100x by L. So this is our initial temperature distribution. Then we suddenly change the temperature at B to 0. So our solution uxt should satisfy u0t equal to 0 and ult equal to 0 and ux0 equal to 100x by L. So this is our Fourier series solution, and where Bn is equal to like this. 100 by L is constant, so you can take outside. So this become 200 by L square. So Bn is equal to 200 by L square into integral 0 to L x into sin n pi x by L dx. Then by integration by parts, this become x into first function into integral of second minus derivative of first, that is 1 into integral of this term, that is minus sin n pi x by L divided by n square by square by L square. And limits are 0 to L. When x equal to L, this become L into minus cos n pi by L. N pi by L become L by n pi. So this term is 200 by L square. This L into 1 L is here. So that is minus L square cos n pi by n pi. And when x equal to L, this term is sin n pi, which is 0. Minus, when x equal to 0, here 0 into this term. So this becomes 0. And this is sin 0, that also 0. So this becomes 200 by n pi into minus cos n pi. And cos n pi is minus 1 raised to n. So this becomes 200 into minus 1 raised to n plus 1. This is minus 1 raised to n. There is one more minus. So minus 1 raised to n plus 1 by n pi. This is our Bn. So this is our temperature distribution. This is your homework. Thank you.